Everybody has a journey they go on while in school. Mine was more of a voyage. Now, I may not have traveled by sea, 405 parking lot, maybe, yes. But traveling, I've battled many waves during my 6-year voyage at AJRCA. I never believed it was possible to be in school while trying to raise, perfect timing, Benji, babies. With each year, God continued to support and bless me. My 6 years at the academy have had their ups and their downs, but I am proud to say I am here today having my She'echianu moment. Still have a lot of speech to get through. My first year at the academy, I was a bit reserved and emotional. Everyone who knows me may be laughing because that is not who I am standing before you today. Even though I still may shed a tear here or there, it's okay. During my first year, I honestly kept questioning, right, was this the right place for me? Can I succeed and one day become a respected Cantor? My second year, I got my first high holiday job, and something felt different, and it was starting to feel right. This was my hardest year as I had to overcome many different things, including the loss of a baby and almost losing my mother-in-law. In school, my studies grew exponentially harder, but my thirst for knowledge grew as well. I began to feel a huge sense of community with those around me, and I got a taste of what being a Cantor was going to be like. I was happy to learn that it wasn't only about my voice, but it was about my ruach, my spirit, and my neshama, my soul. My second year truly tested my limits and strength. And one thing I learned and needed to learn in those moments was the power of prayer and community. My third year, I was more experienced and was learning something different and exciting every single day. Not exactly sure how I still did Hebrew 4 with my daughter, with my second child, but I did it, and I learned how strong I truly was. This was the year that I, Orly, grew up and stopped saying I can't do it, but rather I will do it and I will succeed at doing it. My fourth year, best years of my studies, I had my internship at Temple Akiva with Lonnie Freilich, Cantor Lonnie Freilich, and I got to lead services. I taught B'nai Mitzvah. I led adult classes. I supported families in celebrations and in their mourning as well. My first day as an intern, I got to be a part of someone's conversion to Judaism. Wow. Wow. The girl cried, and every word she spoke about Judaism, I could feel deep, deep down in my core. As a student, I was discovering that we not only are leading in simchas, the happy times, but also during loss and mourning when someone truly needs us. An example of this is when I got to lead one of my first Shiva minions with Cantor Lonnie Freilich. The family had a sudden loss of a gentleman who was an integral part of the community at Temple Akiva. Right before we began the service, the clock on the mantle began to go off, and I think I was so scared, I said, I think this is Rich telling us that he's here with all of us today. The family and friends surprisingly looked at me and smiled so big. We continued on with the service, we continued on, and when everyone began telling all these beautiful stories of Rich, the clock chimed again. At this point, I really felt, okay, Rich is really here with all of us, and he hears every single thing you're saying about him. Again, the family smiled, and I felt just warmness in my heart. I will never forget, as I was leaving, walking to my car, one of Rich's friends stopped me and said, "Orly, what you said about Rich being here, I don't think you're gonna ever understand the comfort you just brought to me, to my family." In that moment, that was the day I learned what a cantor really does. As much as you sing and you lead and you pray, being there for someone in those times of mourning and loss is when someone really, truly needs a cantor. I finally found my voice and said, "Yes, Orly, this is where you belong." My 5th year. We were surprised to find out we were having our 3rd baby. No big deal, nothing. And I was getting closer to graduating. I was finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, even though secretly I didn't want it to end. I loved who I was becoming. I was becoming the cantor I never thought I could be, but what I dreamed of one day. And now, my 6th and final year. This has been a truly challenging year, with 3 kids, writing a thesis, preparing for my recital, and all of the day-to-day life challenges. But like the Energizer Bunny, I kept going and going and going. Now I stand before you all today, stronger, happier, and prouder than I have ever been in my entire life. You know the saying, it takes a village. Well, my village is my family, including my mom and dad. My 2 brothers, they're there. My 3 beautiful children, Josh, Emma, and Benji, who's with Daddy, which is okay. And of course, my beautiful husband. I love you guys. My extended family and village is everyone at the academy. The supportive faculty, staff, and all of the friends, all of you that I've made over these past 6 years. I want to say one thing to my not-so-little village. Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. I am proud, so proud to be standing here in front of all of you and officially and finally say, "Hi, my name is Cantor Orly Campbell."